The world had built its stores of power, tall with iron locks of pride. Only the strong were called to enter, only names the ages prized. Grace was priced beyond the reach of hearts pushed far aside. Kings were crowned in crowded halls, with banners raised in flame. Yet heaven chose another way and rewrote worth and name. The door of God swung open wide, without a hint of shame. It was not carved from polished stone, nor guarded night and day. It stood beneath the breath of beasts, where fragile mercy lay. The doorway low enough to kneel, where all must bow the same. The entrance to the holy place was wrapped in flesh and bone, a child asleep in borrowed straw, God's welcome offered known. No wealth acquired, no title last, no strength to stand alone. The humble door of heaven stood open in the night, not forcing any heart inside, not proving by its might, but waiting with enduring love and gentle, patient light. To enter was to leave behind the armor of the proud, to trade the need to justify for mercy unavoidable, to step into the mystery where grace is spoken loud. The store would later bear the weight of sorrow, blood, and wood. It would be lifted on a hill, as heaven always knew it would. The entrance marks by wounded love and sacrifice made good. Yet here it rests in quiet breath, in innocence and need. A narrow gate that leads to life is wide enough for grief to fall away in honest tears and learn what grace decrees. No one is turned away from this, but those who will not bend. For heaven's door is open low, so pride cannot pretend. The poor in spirit find it first and enter as a friend. So when the world demands a price you cannot hope to pay, remember how God chose a door, then in us on the way, not high above our reaching hands, but near enough to stay. The humble door of heaven still stands where hearts are torn, in places overlooked and small, where hope feels tired and worn. For Christ himself remains the way by which we are reborn. Step softly through that open grace, leave every cling behind, for God has come to welcome us with mercy unconfined. The door is still Emmanuel, forever humble door of heaven still stands where hearts are torn, in places overlooked and small, where hope feels tired and worn. Kingdoms of the earth arose with thunder in their name. They carved their power into stone and ruled through fear and flame. Their glory shouted through the street and vanished just the same. Crowns were forged from human will and guarded night and day, but every throne built on command would one day slip away. The hearts they claimed would not be healed by power on display. Into that age of sharpened rule, the kingdom came unseen, now rising through a clash of steel, but moving in between. The quiet places of the world, where grace had rarely been. No better's mark, it's coming out. No horns announced its birth. A child breathed life into the dust that carried heaven's word. The King arrived in helpless need and learned the weight of earth. His kingdom did not take by force, nor conquer with big man. It grew where mercy lived, and love could still withstand. The slow obedience of faith, the touch of God's own hand. The laws were written on the heart, not etched in stone or thread. A rule of grace, a reign of peace, the world had not known yet. Where greatness bowed its service low, and that's word freely met. The throne was shaped like wooden beams, the crown was made of thorn. The kingdom's strength was measured by how much it could be torn. And still forgive with open arms. The day it was our morn, yet here it breathes an infant chest in quiet borrowed space. The reign of God begins this way, with patience, not with haste. A kingdom strong enough to wait for hearts to know His face. So let the mighty lose their boast, let fear release its hold, for heaven's reign has come among the hungry, weak, and old. The King still chooses moly ground, where love can take its fall. His kingdom comes wherever hope refuses to give in, where mercy heals what pride had once hold, and light enters within. The rule of Christ is born on you. Each time we let Him reign. A kingdom born without a sound still grows beneath our feet. spreads through lives laid down in trust. Through grace, oh, fierce and sweet, the silent reign of heaven's keep makes broken people complete. For ages hope was spoken of, in shadows and in flame, a promise carried carefully, through loss, through fear, through shame. It lived in words the prophets sang, but never fully came. Hope learned the weight of waiting rooms, of prayers that felt unheard, of promises that stretched through time and faded when deferred. Yet still it stood on trembling feet and trusted what it heard. Then hope took on a human chest and learned to rise and fall. It breathed beneath a mother's hand, inside a fragile stall. The longest hope of history became the smallest call. No longer only written ink on parchment worn and old. Hope cried into the winter air and felt the bite of cold. The future pressed into the now, the promise fully told. Hope learned to breathe among the poor, to hunger and to sleep, to feel the pull of gravity, the ache of tears we keep. It learned that loving costs you blood and joy is never cheap. His hope would walk through dust and roads, through crowds and lonely prayer. It would not turn from human grief, nor step aside from care. Hope chose to stay where hearts are torn and prove that God was there. Yet here it rests in newborn lawns, still small, still unaware that nails and thorns and borrowed tombs would mark the path it bare. But even now redemption stirred within that steady air. For hope is not escape from pain or denial of the dark. It is the courage born of love that leaves a living mark, a light that dares to enter wounds and strike a holy spark. The angels sang of glory then, but hope stayed close to ground. It trusted love to finish work, that fear could not confound. The breath of God in human form made sacred every sound. So when your lungs feel tight with grief and prayers feel hard to say, remember how hope learned to breathe and chose the narrow way. No distant from your fragile chest, but closer than your trust the unseen good, that dares to love where it has to play, and stand where Christ once stood. The child still breathes within our night and makes us understood. Hope learned to breathe in Bethlehem and never cease since then. Each time we choose to trust His love. The world had learned to measure glory by height and shining crowns, by voices loud enough to rule, and names the ages sound. Greatness wore a sharpened edge and thundered through the ground. Yet heaven chose another scale, another weight, another sign. It placed its fullness quietly within the edge of time, and wrapped eternal radiance in days that felt benign. Glory hid within a stable, in the rhythm of the plain, in feeding troughs and borrowed walls, in breath and human pain. The sacred wore the clothing of the fragile and the sane. No one marked the moment grand, no city held it its breath. Yet angels lean toward common ground to watch creation's death. As glory learned to walk in dust and taste the pull of death. It shone not sharp but steady, not blinding to the eyes, a warmth that stayed through shadow days, where suffering replies. Glory lived in patience then, learn how love survives. The hands that shape the oceans wide would learn the carpenter's trade. The voice that spoke the law of stars would walk where children played, and glory found its dwelling place in what the world this day. This was the holy scandal, the wonder rarely seen. But God would choose the normal path, the slow and in between, that heaven's way could rest at ease, where nothing looked pristine. Glory hid in lullabies, and there is quiet song, and Joseph's faithful sign, yes, but chose the narrow road, the sacred most through ordinary days, and fruit where it belonged. This glory would not flee the cross, nor shrink from its human cross. Stayed when beauty seemed undone, when hope appeared as lost, for glory's strength was not in shine, but love that bears the cross. So when your days feel small and worn, and faith feels thin and dry, remember how God chose to dwell where nothing reached the sky. The ordinary still holds him close when hearts are open wide. Holy hides in faithful steps, in kindness done unseen, in mercy practiced quietly, in lives that choose to lead into the grace that first appeared, with straw and silence meet. child still teaches heaven's truth. Their hearts that dare believe that glory lives among the low and waits for us to see.